like this, and we've had 2 successful runs since we bought this thing, and the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, they're real good about bringing in their helicopter and helping us. And on the receiving end, we have to have at least 6 people to receive him, because you got to have somebody hold the horse, got to unhook the hook and get the helicopter out of the way, then we got to take all this stuff off. So we have to have a lot of people on the rescue on that.
A lot of people know what they're doing.
But the Dr. Charles Anderson that used to be at Davis University, he invented this thing, and it's well worth the money and everything. It really makes a lot of people happy when we go save their horses.
I'm sure. I'd be happy myself if my horse ever got in a predicament that I'd need something like this. So, now how do you guys stabilize the horse's neck? I know they had issues there at one point in time with the horse's necks and cervical spine.
Well, we have another attachment that goes up here, and then this thing hooks up to that, and then we've got side straps that come off of this head piece.
Sure.
That hook back here, and then one down here like a tie down, so it keeps, he can move his head a little bit each way or a little bit up and down, but he can't just flop and flail it down and everything. Okay.
And the bumper's there just to protect his head.
You've got the helmet and everything, and it just protects his head in case something happened.
Fantastic.
If he hit a tree going up or something like that, you know.
Right.
Because both times, well, the last time the horse was in real thick growth of trees and everything. So we've had 2 good incidents using this thing.
Great, great. Well, I'm sure glad that you guys know what you're doing and have this available to you to help those folks here around your area in Southern California and other places. I guess you've gone up north a little bit too before. So, but I tell you what, next, this is great. Next, I'd like to talk about animal preparedness and what to do if you are in a situation where you're going to need something like this, and how to not get into that situation in the first place.
Right.
So,
well, we'll let Christina tell you about that part of it. There.
Great, great. We'll do that after we get back from break. So you guys stick around.
Stop your horse from bucking today. Ryan Gingerich has proven methods that have worked for thousands of horses. Stop your horse from bucking and get back into the saddle today. Horse expert Ryan Gingerich offers real help with proven results. Equine expert Ryan Gingerich has traveled the nation helping thousands of bucking horses. Help for you and your horse is just a phone call away. Order now by calling 800-359-4090 or by going online to ryangingerich.com.
I'm Wayne Blevins, founder of E3 Live for Horses. I'm here with Ryan Gingerich, the behaviorist. I gave Ryan some of my product. How did it do, Ryan?
Wayne, you know, I started feeding your product about the same time we diagnosed my horse Dylan with white line disease in both hind feet. In fact, it was so bad I could get my finger in between his hoof wall. After just a few months of feeding your product, I noticed a marked change in growth and overall health of his foot.
It's good for the hooves and it's good for the whole health of the horse.
Yeah, you know, I agree.
Does your horse spook or jump at nearly everything? Stop that spooky, nervous behavior today. Teach your horse to be calm and quiet and get back in the saddle safely again. Horse expert Ryan Gingerich offers real help with proven results. Equine expert Ryan Gingerich has traveled the nation helping thousands of spooky horses. Help for you and your horse is just a phone call away. Order now by calling 800-359-4090 or by going online to ryangingerich.com.
Your horses will love Winnie's cookies. There are no preservatives or chemicals in these all-organic cookies, and they're shipped fresh right from our ovens to your barn. Packed with vitamins and minerals, Winnie's cookies work like a supplement, taste like a treat. For a free sample of Winnie's cookies, call 800-810-9466. That's right. You get a free sample by simply calling 800-810-9466.
Welcome back. Again, I'm back here with Christina. And so Christina, tell us more about animal preparedness, of what to do if you're in a situation with a fire or you're right up in the hills and your horse does go off a cliff or something like that. What kind of things should you bring along with you on the trail?
Okay, well, on the trail, always have a halter and a lead rope. You never know what's going to happen. Always have a hoof pick. You'll want to have some type of a wrap, a vet wrap, something that you can you know, in case your horse gets cut and you can't get vet help right away,
Right, so
you want to do
close the wound
your
and-
emergency, your emergency work there. And then some of them are obvious, some of it's common sense. If it looks dangerous and your horse isn't ready for it, then don't do it.
Sure.
And unfortunately, that's a lot of the accidents is operator error, not the horse.
Right, sure. Same thing in my business, you know, people don't always think through what they're doing. So.
Yeah.
As far as fires and things of that nature, what kind of tools and equipment and preparedness can they do with that?
At home?
Yeah.
Always have a halter and a lead rope available.
Okay.
What we do is we actually have little tags that we put on there with our telephone numbers on them, because in a lot of instances when we go out to a house, they're not home.
Sure.
You know, we're directed by the animal control, and we don't know what's going on, other than we need to get the horse out of there, and we can't contact the owners. So if I've got this and we've got your telephone number and your address, we have a good chance of getting your horse back to you eventually.
Right.
You know?
Should probably keep them on the stalls then.
Yeah, either on the stalls or somewhere accessible. That, you know, on my barn I've got little hooks and they're all laying there with their little tags on them.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is having some type of information on your horse. We use laminated cards.
Okay.
You can write, if you've got a horse with special needs, you know, it's got some kind of medicine that can't go without,
Sure.
Or can't eat certain types of hay, then this is a great thing to have. And if this is accessible near your halters, people can walk in and go, oh, you know, grab it and go. You know, we live in a big horse town, so this is real good, because it's hard to look at all the horses walking by and figure out that's your neighbor's horse, and I know it gets hay, and it only gets alfalfa, and you know.
Right.
So
just being prepared to make sure that
be
things are
prepared.
there. And you'd said something to me off camera here about fly masks and nylon lead ropes and all that kind of stuff.
In fires, we've gone in to get horses out of fires, and they've had nylon fly masks on, so we have to rip those off because they will melt.
Okay.
And even a nylon halter, if it's hot enough, they'll melt.
Really?
So, you know, ideally, for emergency situations, you want cotton, something that you can use and get on really easy. A lot of those rope halters are really nice, but they're kind of hard for people to tie on and stay on.
Sure, definitely.
So, and the buckles seem to be quicker and easier. And as a rescue team, we keep a lot of halters on us, and we use a lot of the ropes. But you know, ideally you want somebody to have that stuff available for you when you get there, and definitely information on their horse.
Now, as far as just going back to the preparing your horse in case of an emergency, you know, your horse should probably know how to load, right?
You would hope so.
Okay.
It doesn't always happen though, but yeah, that's the first thing you want, is you want your horse to go into a trailer.
All right.
And that more often than not doesn't happen. But we have found that in the fire situation, a lot of those horses are just happy to get out of there, and they do go.
Okay.
Sometimes they need some encouragement
Sure.
from behind, but they do go. But yeah, I wouldn't want my horse left behind because it couldn't get in a trailer.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Definitely. Just a little bit of getting ready and preparing for a situation like that. I know my wife's mom, my mother-in-law, lives down in Florida, and they have a lot of hurricanes and whatnot to come through. Stuff you guys don't have to deal with here. But the dog tags, she does those for all of her horses.
Yeah.
She actually keeps them on a little a ring around the horse's neck.
Exactly. And you know, you can have a microchip, but how often does somebody have the availability to scan them? So
Very true.
This is the most obvious and easiest way to identify your horse.
Well, great. Well, I'm going to make these available to everybody on my website. Just a basic stall card. You can download it on our website, and we'll have that there very soon. It's something that's very important. I think it's everybody should have it. We do it at our farm. And I think everybody else should do it too.
Oh yeah.
So I appreciate you guys all taking your time out here and spending it with me and doing all that type of deal, showing us the Anderson sling and going through everything we need to know about what you guys do, and you guys do a great service for your community here. So I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
So, well, that's it for today. So if any of you guys have horses with behavioral problems you'd like me to help you with, you can visit our website or contact us at our 1-800 number. Until next time, I'm Ryan Gingerich, Behaviorist. You guys be safe, have fun.